Yo, ¿qué pasó? What's going on, everybody? I just thought I'd come on here. And first of all, thanks to those joining me live and those who will be joining me on archive. Feel free to hit the like button if you do like the content. For those listening archive, remember you can always hit that bell button. That way you're notified when DStyleBoxing comes on live, especially for videos like this one. I want to go ahead and give a level-headed a level-headed, perspective here. All right. Because I'm hearing a lot of crap. Like, there's really no other way to put it. Like, all bullshit aside, I'm hearing like a lot of crap being said. Like stuff that's just making me scratch my head wondering what the fuck is that, right? And I'm specifically talking about Saul Canelo Alvarez. And this idea that, he turned down big money to fight Charlo. Like he turned down $25 million to fight Charlo. Let's say it's true that PBC and Al Heyman offered Canelo a 3-fight deal for $25 million a pop, which is a $75 million deal. Do keep in mind that that's less money, and that would be a pay cut for what he was offered, okay, previously by the zone and the contract he got out of the zone with. That's number one, right? Batista. But he got out of that deal, though, so it's null and void. He only made $20 million, okay, for his fight with Smith. That's all he made, D-Style. Well, I mean, I could use the same argument for Wilder when he was offered a $200 million contract with the zone. Remember that? Uh-oh. Fuck! The receipts are coming back. And he quote-unquote took a pay cut. Isn't that the argument people were using about Wilder when he didn't sign with the zone? And he would have got in a fight with Joshua on the zone and all that? What's up with that? No, but the difference here is that Charlo is with PBC. I know, I already know. I'm a chess player. Like, literally. All right? Like, literally. Like, I teach people how to play the fucking game. Look, listen to me. All right? Let's say it's all true. Let's say it's true. Let's say that he was offered that and Canelo said, nah, I'm good. Canelo, at this point, is a multi-millionaire. Canelo already has all the money in the world. Now, does he want to get compensated for his work? Absolutely, which is why he's making far more than a Charlo or a Plant or anybody else. That's why he's the money man. All right? That's number one. All right? Now, we don't know if that's the only money Canelo made because Canelo makes money off of the millions, tens of millions of people that watch him in Mexico. He makes money off of, endorsement deals. And you never know. We don't know what's behind the scenes. We don't know what he's making off the back end in terms of, any added subscriptions and stuff like that with the zone. We don't know. All right. Nobody knows that. Nadie. Nobody knows that. That's number one. Number two. All right. Number two. Now that we get that out of the way. Since Al Heyman has $25 million, to spare, all right, for somebody. Since he's got all this money to offer, why not just make Charlo versus Plant? Why not just do that? Because right now, Canelo, all right, he has a mandatory. He beat one of the champions at 168, and then he's going to take care of a mandatory early in February. Early. And by the way, I don't want to hear about no fucking Plant. Plant was offered to fucking fight twice. Twice he was offered to fight. Twice, and he bitched out. I don't want to hear about no fucking Plant. I don't want to hear about how great he is. He's going to fight fucking Caleb Truax. And who did he fight before that, Plant? Who did he fight? And before that, he fought a fucking Subway guy. I don't want to hear about Plant. Got nothing to say to me about Plant. Oh, but Caleb Plant. Oh, but D-Style. D-Style. Oh, but D-Style. But Plant, he's so good. Plant is so good. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Praising Plant, but fucking bashing Canelo. Get the fuck out of here. Are you shitting me right now? Charlo just fought Derevyanchenko. He's 30. Who else has he fought? I'm waiting. I'll be here all day. I'll turn into a fucking skeleton with no meat on the bone by the time I get a fucking answer, so I'll move on. Saul Canelo Alvarez has the best fucking resume out of all these motherfuckers. What are they doing? What are you, let's keep the same energy across the board. Canelo's going to fight 3 or 4 times this year. He's done with the litigation. He was done with the litigation, won the case, and just like that, boom, last minute, fought somebody better than anyone that Plant has ever fought in his career. Just like that. So what's up? So what's up? Now he's going to get the Yildirim fight. He's going to get it out of the way like ASAP. Okay? Instead of being stuck on a 3-fight contract with PBC, understand this. He's already going to have 2 fights in 2 months. By May, he'll be done with 3 fights. And then guess what? He'll be ready for another one. Caleb Plant has no excuses. He's going to fight before Canelo. All right? So Canelo's ready for May. You better be ready. You better strap on. You better be ready for May, Caleb. But let me tell you something. He wants that belt. And if you guys want to give Caleb Plant all the passes in the world, Caleb Plant gets to do whatever he wants. The dude's almost 30 years old, hasn't done shit, but he gets all this praise. But you want to do videos after videos after videos criticizing a 23-year-old and Teofimo Lopez, who beat Nakatani, Comey, Lomachenko back to back to back, has already done more than a 30-year-old that you're fucking praising. Look at this. Let me tell you something. Saul Canelo Alvarez will be ready by May. All right? He don't move when you want him to move. Okay? He's going to collect the belts. Do something about it. You want to put him on the spot? Do something about it. What's wrong with a Charlo Plant fight? What's wrong with that fight? We can't do that fight or what? Why can't we do that fight? Is there an allergic reaction to that fight? Go get the belt. Isn't that what they tell? Isn't that what they, what? Isn't that what's being said anyway? Isn't that what people say to Crawford? Well, Spence is going to get all the belts, so he's going to clean up his side of the street. Ocampo was mandatory. Oh, okay. Well, Yildirim is Canelo's Ocampo. Yildirim is Canelo's Ocampo. That's who he is. And he's just 2 months later, just taking care of it. Just going to get it out of the way. Boom, boom, boom. I took care of my mandatory. I don't wait 6 months. I don't need 6 months to prepare like a Caleb Plant. All right. I'm not going to fight every two. You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. I can't wait to see who Charlo's going to fight. I just can't wait for the announcement. I can't wait for the announcement on who this dude's going to fight. Got Boo Boo Andrade out here calling them out, talking about all the money that allegedly, according to Andrade, that Charlo has turned down. This is absolutely ridiculous. You can't make this up. Canelo's home at 168 pounds. That's where he's at. What are you going to do about it? Got Billy Joe Saunders ducking him. We got Caleb Plant wants no piece of him. Those are 2 belts to collect. That's his mission for Undisputed. That's his mission. Now, he can't fight Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders, Dickstown style, okay, on the same night later on in the summer. He can't do that. Or late spring. He can't do that. Andre claims he's going to move up and he's going to fight Billy Joe Saunders, right? And he's going to get that belt, and we'll see if Canelo will have the same energy. I like that. Go do that. You want to beat up? I'm for anybody beating up Billy Joe Saunders. Go beat him up. Beat up Billy Joe Saunders. Get the belt. And hey, we'll be ready to rock and roll. And if Canelo says, no, I don't want to fight Billy Joe, I'll be the first one to say, hey, but Canelo, you said that you were going to get all the belts. That's what you said, Canelo. I'll be the first one to say that. The first one to say that. He's on a mission right now, and for the first time in his career, he is a free agent. He's on a fight-to-fight basis. He really is his own boss. He doesn't just talk about it. He is it. It's not just like a marketing scheme to say he's his own boss like they do nowadays. It's not a marketing scheme. It actually is a thing. Stop acting stupid about the Yildirim fight. All right? He's fighting him 2 months after he beat Callum Smith for a belt and unified 2 belts. One was vacant, of course. He's getting his mandatory out of the way. If he doesn't fight him, okay, they can strip him. So why even play these games? Just get him out of the way. He'll fight later in the year when he would have normally fought anyway. He's just getting it out of the way. Stop acting stupid. Charlo Murata, why not? I do think Charlo beats Murata. But go there and do it. Stop clout chasing Canelo. It's getting old. He's going to be doing the same. Canelo is going to go for the belts. Billy Joe, don't punk out. Okay, you're over there paying people to hit homeless people and giving descriptions and how you're going to knock, this is how you knock your wife out and all that shit. Bring it on. Let's do it. Come on, Billy Joe. Everybody said, oh, but it's Billy Joe. He's like Twinkle Toes. Man, you're going to beat the fuck out of Billy Joe Saunders. Let me just tell you that right now. And then when he's done with Billy Joe, they're going to turn him into a bum overnight. You're going to be hitting yourself, Billy Joe. You're going to be paying people to beat your own self up. You're going to pay people to hit you. Yeah, mate. Hit the bum, and boom, they're going to punch you in the face. That's what they're going to turn you into overnight. Point blank, period. Look, let me tell you something about Canelo. Let me just put it point blank, period, to you guys. All right? On one hand, right, I hear, oh, Canelo, he's bad for the sport. Boxing would be better off if Canelo wasn't around. Oh, Canelo, he's a cheat. You know, we don't need cheats around. That's why I don't put Canelo on my pound-for-pound list. He doesn't belong there. He doesn't belong in the talk about the top fighters in the sport. We don't need Canelo around. Canelo's fighting 168 pounds. And then on the other hand, I'm hearing, oh, Canelo, well, why didn't he fight Charlo? Okay, Canelo, well, why didn't he fight Plant? Why is he fighting Yildirim? He should have fought. He should have fought somebody else in February. Let me tell you something, man. Yildirim, if you go by facts, okay, if you went by the facts and you knew what the fuck you were talking about, you would know that Yildirim was the mandatory before Canelo was even a thought in the WBC with the WBC belt. Benavidez would have been fighting Yildirim, all right, if he never lost the belt. That was the fight that was going to happen because he was the mandatory regardless. The WBC allowed Canelo and Smith to fight for the vacant belt, but I'm pretty certain, since he's already the mandatory, they're not going to change that. All right, and they said, hey, you got to fight the dude. It's just his Ocampo, that's all. All right? Everybody has their Ocampo. You know, that's his Ocampo. Same level guy. You know, that's what he is. And you know what? I think Yildirim's better than Ocampo, actually. I mean, he gave, Anthony Durrell a pretty good fight. You know, like, who's Ocampo giving a good fight to? Like, nobody. It's actually like a better, upgraded version of an Ocampo. Like, you know what I mean? That's what he is. He's Canelo's, he's Canelo's mean machine. Like, that's what it is. That's all. And he's not going to waste our time. He doesn't want to waste his time in May fighting fucking Yildirim. So when have you heard of Canelo fighting in December and then February? It's never happened. He's getting it out of the way. That's all it is. This is unbelievable. And it's going to make good money doing it. And guess what? He's going to do it in a shorter span of time. Let me put it this way. Let's say you would have fought Plant, which you wanted to fight anyway. If Canelo was willing to fight Plant for $20 million, right? But PBC offered him 25 with a 3-fight deal. Who gives a fuck? He wants to fight him. All right? Like December, let's do it. No, he punked out like a bitch, Plant did. All right? Dude's almost 30 years old, hasn't fought anybody. All right? That's what he did. I'm letting you guys know right now. Now, let's just do real simple math. Do you really think he would have fought Plant in December for $25 million, right? And then Charlo in February for $25 million? You really believe that was going to happen? Did people say, oh, yeah, definitely. Let's just do it in February. Let's go, right? No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't happen till like May or some shit. Now, you do the math for me. Let's say he's getting $20 million a pop, right now. $20 million in December, $20 million in February, $20 million in May is $60 million. That's more than 25 and 25 in that span. That's more money. And no tie-ins. And you still have options. Canelo, who the fuck is PBC to tell Canelo he's got to sign a multi-fight deal to fight one of their fighters? That's number one. You don't call the shots in the situation. You just don't. Okay? Who do you think Canelo is? Crawford? With no fucking leverage? Fuck no. All right? You out of your mind? You can do one fight deal with him. Stop bullshitting now. Oh, you can fight plan, but you're going to have to fight. Yeah, you're going to have to sign multiple fight deal. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, he ducked $25 million to fight Charlo. He's made more than $25 million already, multiple times. Do a one-fight deal, make it pay-per-view. Canelo's going to make more than $25 million. Everybody knows that. That's fucking common sense. That's common sense. That is common fucking sense. PBC wanting exclusivity from, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Canelo doesn't have to sign an exclusive deal with PBC. Are you out of your mind? One fight deal. You want it or not, Plant? What's going on, Lawrence Williams, Duval, Grind, MMA? Canelo does call the shots. Everybody like, oh, you don't want to sign with BBC. It's the place to be. There ain't no one place to be, okay? I think some of you motherfuckers paid by BBC. All right? There ain't no one place to be. The only place to be is wherever the fuck you want to be. Canelo is not going to tie himself into 3-fight contracts or none of that bullshit. Okay? You don't call the shots. Right? There are no options to fucking fight Plant. Like, yeah, you can fight Plant. If you want the belt, Canelo, you want the belt, you got to sign a contract to PBC. Like, no. How about if the zone's going to pay me, if you're Canelo, right, and PBC is offering you a certain amount, you know, why wouldn't you want to keep your options open? What if the zone offers you more? What if the zone says, well, we'll give you $30 million to fight Plan on the zone? Hey, remember that $35 million deal per fight? We'll give you that to fight Charlo on the zone. The zone's already paid Canelo more than that before. So why would he sign a long-term contract, or 30-fight, I should say, not long-term, with PBC? That's retarded. When the zone's already paid him more per fight in other fights than this. Can't make this shit up. Like, you just can't. Now, let me look something up really quick. I'm going to look something up really quick. Canelo made $35 million. To fight Daniel Jacobs. But you want me to be impressed that Al offered 25 to fight Charlo? And it has to be with a multi-fight deal? The zone will probably offer him the same to fight Charlo. It would be a pay cut. This is what you call a checkmate. That's what you call this. No. I'm going to find a way to argue it my way. I don't give a fuck how you are. Everybody knows it's a wrap right there. What's up, 92 AKU? Imagine a fighter's best one being against Vanes. Imagine that. Canelo made $35 million, and Jacobs got a $10 million guarantee. He got a sweet deal out of that. You don't call no shots. He's going to take care of this Yildirim cat. So what he's going to do, and there's money in the Billy Joe Saunders fight. He'll probably make a good amount of money in that fight. Don't worry about Canelo's pocket. He's already multi-million. He wants to become undisputed champion. That's what I've been hearing on this platform for years. Oh, undisputed's the way to be. These guys aren't warriors like they used to be. And no. Simple as this. He's making tens of millions of dollars. He's going to make more money. Oh, we're going to keep track of this, guys. Oh, best believe. We're going to keep track of this. We'll see what Canelo makes in May. All right? We'll see what Canelo makes in May. Make no mistake about it. We're really going to see what Canelo makes in May. My question is, let's say Canelo goes the Billy Joe Saunders route. It's the easiest route to go right now. He's working with Matchroom, right? He can get another belt. Okay, snatch that belt from Billy Joe Saunders' hand, right? What is Caleb Plant going to do? Is Caleb Plant going to kick back and do nothing for months and act like he's some tough shit who never, because he's never proven shit? Who the fuck is Plant beat? Like, oh, he beat Ukakasi. Like Ukakasi. Who he beat. That's all he's beat. All right? Who's shit to see. If Canelo beat Usheti, all right? If Canelo beat that dude, like nobody will give him credit for that win. Okay? Nobody would give him credit for that win. Nobody. Right. Watch this. Let me do this really quick. I keep hearing video after video. Oh, Canelo, he just wants to fight white Europeans. Canelo, that's all he fights. Look at this. So he's gonna fight Caleb Truax. Okay, first of all, give me a fucking break. Okay, give me a fucking break. All right, Vincent Figgebutz from Germany. All right? That's who Caleb Plant fought. Vincent Figgebutz. Oh, my God. You really showed Canelo with that one. Mike Lee. The Subway guy. Okay? Now, he did fight the Venezuelan Uzcategui. All right? He just lost to Liam Thompson. Andre Durrell beat that dude. Well, it was a disqualification, but nonetheless. Korobov beat him. Wow. Korobov. Korobov beat Uzcategui like a couple years ago. Man. The Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. If you want to say the following, but you need to say it. And a lot of these channels don't say it. Say, I hold Canelo to a higher standard than these other bums. So therefore, I have higher expectations for him. Because these other dudes ain't doing shit. You got to say that. If you say that, I got no beef. Now, you don't have to say it in those words. I'm obviously adding some, extra to it. But if you say Hey, I just hold Canelo to a higher. He's accomplished more. He's done more. Okay, he's at a higher level, point blank, period. So I want more out of him. Then you got to preface it with that, and then we could have the conversation. Dudes are acting out here as if everyone's at his level, and they're not. Oh, if that's what you're saying, I got no beef. The Brotherhood, none. But that's not what other people are saying. That's not what's being said, and that's not what's being prefaced at all by a lot of Canelo critics out in these streets. You got people acting as if other dudes have done shit and Canelo hasn't done shit. Well, that's not true. Preface it by saying and admitting that you're holding up to a higher standard. I got no beef. Zero. Led to a coup. They wanted to punish Sherrod. So they put him in the ring with Plant for what he did. And you know what? I don't want to put like all jokes aside, like, yeah. And look at this. Let me tell you something about Caleb Plant, man. How old do you guys think Caleb Plant is? How old do you think he is? How old do you think Caleb Plant is? Anybody want to take a guess? He's going to be 29 in July. In July. He's going to be 29 in July. And he hasn't fought anybody. Canelo's only 30, guys. People act like he's some old dude. Like, no, he's had a long, lucrative, illustrious career. He's accomplished 20 times what any of these other dudes have accomplished. Who have they fought? Where's the energy for them? Wayne, that is not fear talk. That is a debate tactic that is used. What you're saying. I've seen that tactic used. This is the tactic, guys. Okay? The tactic is you randomly say that fighter A is ducking fighter B. And when you ask what the fuck has fighter A done to fight fighter B? Oh, you're scared. No, that's not. No, that's not the way it works. Oh, that's fear talk. That's what that is, right? Charlo Canelo, all right, it's a fight that can happen. It can, all right. Black and Brown, he's 29, bro. He's 28 right now. He's an old motherfucker. Well, that's not true, the Brotherhood. The Charlos have been pros for a long time, but here's the truth about the Charlos that many will not tell you. And believe me, I'm a nice guy, so I don't use receipts like that. I'm a nice guy. All right? But I got receipts on dudes, bro. Let me tell you this. All these channels, right, that say, oh, the Charlos, the both of them. Oh, Canelo ducked both the Charlos, right? Now, I happen to know this because the Charlos are from Texas. When they were just prospects, I interviewed them on Rope-A-Dope Radio. When they were just prospects, okay? And followed them ever since. They're from Texas. I'm very familiar with the Charlos. I'm very familiar with Austin Trout. Austin Trout's from my neck of the woods. Right? He's from Las Cruces, Nuevo Mexico. And he was born in El Paso, Texas. I'm very familiar with them. Right? I followed their careers. When Canelo was fighting for world titles, fighting the Mayweathers of the world, Trouts of the world, Laras of the world, the Charlos were still fighting 8-rounders. There were still even though they're Canelo's same age, there were still prospects, right? So I'm not discrediting what you're saying, the Brotherhood. I'm not discrediting that at all, but there's a lot of misinformation out here. There's a lot of misinformation out here. If Canelo fighting a Liam Smith is quote-unquote fear of not wanting to fight top opposition, right? Even though he's fought more top opposition than anybody else, then if you believe in equations, then it needs to equate to everybody else. Period. Period. What about Dennis Hogan? Brandon Adams? Hugo Centeno Jr.? My point, everybody has those in-betweeners that nobody asked for, that, to keep busy. So when Canelo has them, people bring up those names as if it's some type of proof that he's quote-unquote ducking or in fear of anybody. Okay, first, Canelo's only 30 years old, man. He still has like 5, 6, 7 years in him. He ain't going nowhere. You didn't see him around last year because the dude was stuck in litigation. That's why he wasn't around. He's going to do some shit because he's always done some shit. Because he's always done that shit. Always. Now, I don't want to hear about Canelo fighting old men. Well, when Jamal beat fucking Canine for a fucking belt. Barely won it in 2015. So spare me. I'm all for the conversation, but let's have a two-sided conversation. The Brotherhood, Triple G, first of all, wouldn't be in any position to say anything like that, bro. Look at who he just fought. All these things are just literally created in thin air. I'll give you this. If you, as a boxing fan, if you want to see Jermall Charlo versus Saul Canelo Alvarez, I don't have any problem with you wanting to fight. That's what we're supposed to do as boxing fans. As a boxing fan, we should be able to say, you know what? I want to see these two guys fight because, I think Jermall could beat Canelo. Let's say you feel that way, right? Or you don't necessarily have to feel beat him. Maybe you feel it'll be a good fight. Maybe you just think it's the fight to make. Whatever it is, I'm not going to tell you how to feel about a fight you want to see. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. As a boxing fan, it's okay to ask for it, okay? However, you don't add to a fighter by trying to subtract from another. I don't know if it makes a lot of these channels feel better about themselves doing constant videos about Canelo being a ducker. This is how Canelo moves. And, we all know Canelo. He's scared of that smoke and this, that, and the third. And then completely ignore the fact. Let's say they have a good point. Let's say they make a good argument. But then they completely ignore the fact that despite all those criticisms, he's still fighting better opposition than everybody else. Like, still. He still has a better resume than any active fighter outside of Pacquiao. So what does that say about your fight? Let's say Canelo for the sake of argument, let's say he doesn't want the Charlo smoke. Okay, what the fuck is Charlo going to do? Who's he going to fight? If Canelo died in a car crash tomorrow, what's Charlo going to do? Andre's the first motherfucker to come out and just speak the fucking truth. When he came out and he said, you know what? What are we fucking doing? We could be talking about what Canelo's doing, not doing. What are we doing? We got to start fighting each other. That way we could build our resume. And that'll separate amongst ourselves. We could separate ourselves, the men from the boys, and then it'll make sense to make a Canelo fight because Canelo's already done all that. That's just the truth. Canelo beat Callum Smith. Well, what did I see? I saw nothing. Nothing but downplaying of the win. I saw nothing but calling him a Euro bum just to hurt the guy being on Canelo's resume. That's what all that is about. How do you guys know Callum Plant is any good? Who's he beat to really show you that he's the goods? Or to show you for a fact that he's better than Smith? How do you know? What if Canelo goes in there and destroys Plant? Are we going to turn him into a bum overnight as well? What makes Dennis Hogan better than, other than being Hulk Hogan's son? No, it's playing. What makes him better than a Smith or a Yildirim? Well, what makes him better? So I'm all for the conversation, but we're going to have a two-sided conversation. That's what we're going to have. That's how conversation works. Benavidez. Do I need to remind people that Benavidez literally just missed weight? That is extremely unprofessional. Oh no, but these style because of COVID. Okay, fine. I'm not saying he can't redeem himself. I'm just saying missing weight isn't cool. And you know, when it comes to staying consistent, I've been very consistent about fighters not making weight. When Luis Neri was campaigning at 118 pounds, I was Luis Neri's biggest fan. I wanted that smoke with Inoue. I told everybody I could find. Anybody that would be willing to listen, I would tell them, oh, Neri's going to knock out Inoue. You just watch and wait, and he will show improve. He's better than Inoue. I still feel that way, but he missed weight. You know what I did? I criticized him. I said that was unacceptable. I told him to move up in weight. I said, you're not a bantamweight, bro. You can't make the weight. Move up. Enough's enough. I immediately dropped the Inoue conversation because he can't even beat the scale. So why should he get an Inoue fight? I immediately dropped it. I haven't talked about Neri versus Inoue since then. Neri will have to wait if Inoue wants to move up to 122, then we can talk. But till then, he has no obligation to move up and fight Inoue. Neri, I'm sorry. Neri's the one that couldn't make the weight. Neri's the one that missed the scale. I'm not going to pressure anybody to fight Neri right now. I've always, even Canelo himself, you don't believe, I got receipts, bruh. I got receipts, dude. All right? Look, if you go back to when he fought Matthew Haddon, he requested, okay, and this was years ago, by the way. He requested the catch weight. He didn't make the catch weight. I don't feel he should have fought for that belt, and I criticized him. So I'm very consistent when it comes to guys missing weight. So I'm not going to all of a sudden drop my consistency and pretend like it's no big deal because Benavidez didn't make weight. I like Benavidez. I'm a fan of Benavidez. But he's got to redeem himself, man. You don't get rewarded with a Canelo fight. All this sobbing and crying. People acting like Canelo stole his belt or some shit. Okay. Oh, Canelo, he took his belt. Shut up. That's what you get. Go, redeem yourself. I don't even know if you can make 168 still, dude. You got to show me. Show me you can make 168 again. Show me. You got 2 fights. You got with your next opponent and the scale. Because if Benavidez can't make 168 anymore, then hey, I'm sure, all right, Better Beef and Bivol will welcome you with open arms. Okay, I'm sure they will welcome a fight with you. You got people you can fight, and you could be more comfortable, whatever. But let's see if you can make 168. Speaking of Benavidez, if you can make 168 pounds, right? If you can make that weight, let's just hypothetically, right? I mean, he said he wanted to put Caleb Plant in a hospital for weeks. That's what he said. That's what he said. Plant's talking greasy about him too, like talking about how you're a junkie and you're this and you're that, like a lot of ad hominem personal attacks. I think it's time, and they've been teasing us about it for 2.5, 3 years already. They're both on PBC. There's really no excuse for Plant versus Benavidez not happening. None. Why don't you get Plant's belt if you're really that dude like that? I think Benavidez beats Plant. That's how I feel right now about it. If he can make the weight, that is. Go up, make weight, and fight Benavidez. What's going on, everybody? I see you guys in the chat. I'm cooking. Black and Brown will be on tonight. For everybody that wants to know, there you go. Hey, Black and Brown lets people on. So if you want to go on and give your argument as to why Canelo is to blame for everything. I mean, if this shit keeps going, they're going to blame Canelo for the insurrection that happened at the Capitol a couple days ago. Or in the 6th, like. Didn't you guys see the Proud Boys? They came out and said they said it was Canelo. Canelo did it. Like what do you mean Canelo did? He did. You know how he is. Starting an insurrection in the Capitol. That's what he did. Canelo did it. I saw a redhead dude there with freckles, and it was Canelo. Right? Oh, fuck out of here. Hey, what else can we blame Canelo for, man? We should just blame Canelo for everything. What else can we blame him for? What else can we blame Canelo for? Man, Canelo ducked that Lomachenko smoke. Everybody knows that. That Dylan Rose dude on ESPN, that former NBA player, came out and he said, right, the fight to make is Lomachenko versus Canelo, he said. Canelo hurt that shit, man. He ducked that smoke. He moved up an extra division. He ducked that smoke quick. Canelo's ducking in a way. Right? Everybody knows that. Canelo's ducking in a way. What's going on? Afro Rican G with a support. I appreciate everybody that supports this channel, man. All you guys. The live team, the archive team, social media, all you guys. I appreciate it a lot, man. I really, really do. Look, Jalen Rose said, I want to see Canelo versus Loma, man. Canelo started sweating when he saw that shit. Like, fuck. I heard he's stuck in Chocolatito too. Chocolatito wanted a legacy fight. He's like, let's do this. Chocolate versus white chocolate. You know what I mean? Look. Canelo ducked Wilder. I mean, shit, we had Dwyer out here saying Canelo could beat Wilder. You know what I mean? Like, he believed in you. And you ducked that smoke. We had a YouTuber out here, by the way, saying that Canelo was in litigation, that he put him, that he sued the zone so he could duck all the smoke with the PBC fighters, because that makes total sense. You know what I mean? You just can't make this shit up. Like, this is insane. Chocolatito was like, hey, chocolate versus white chocolate. Let's do it, Canelo. Nah, I'm good. I don't want to fight my brothers from Nicaragua, he said. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Let me hermano de Nicaragua. I don't want to fight you. Like, what the fuck? What's going on over here? Ward City, where I fight. Hey, man. We had Nate Campbell the other day, man. Like, the hate for AJ is insane. All right? Like, we got Ward out here thinking he could beat AJ. I don't know about that, man. Like, come on, dude. AJ's like 6'6", punches like a fucking mule. All right? What are you going to do? The shoulder roll? Are you going to try to parry a fucking jab from AJ? Going to smash your own glove against your face, dude. And then, what was the other one? He said he knew lightweights that could beat up AJ. Come on now. This is why they invented weight classes, people. We got little dudes out here that won't want to start a fight with AJ and shit. Okay? Like, let me at him. Like, and what was that the little dog and shit from Scooby-Doo? Let me at him. Like, what the fuck out of here? Stay over there. What's up, no ball? And by the way, guy, I don't mind people disagreeing with me, by the way. I don't give a shit. As you could tell, you could disagree with me all day, right? I don't mind at all, man. I don't trip on free speech. Just say whatever you want to say. I know I'm right. Like I said, I'm a chess player. I teach people how to play chess, all right? I'm not going to say something unless I know I'm right, right? And I was taught at a young age. Don't start talking about shit you don't know about. Right? That's why anytime somebody asks me some like basketball, I'll always say like, well, look, I'm not the guy to come to, or I'm not a basketball expert, but then I'll give my opinion, all right? So I'm telling you right now, this Canelo thing, a lot of it is just overblown bullshit. Now, nobody's saying that Canelo is above criticism, right? That there's not some things you criticize him for. My issue is these other guys around him just want to wait, chill, relax, fight nobody, and just wait on that Canelo payday. And then everybody blames Canelo for it. And you know who has a really good video about this? Boxing Wave. Shout out to Boxing Wave, by the way. Great channel. Got to get them on a roundtable soon, man. I got to get a lot of guys in a roundtable, right? But he said, you know what? Even if you criticize, even if you say, oh, Canelo, he picked the weakest champ of all the champs. But let's say, even if you say that, but then, I mean, that looks amazing compared to Caleb Plant fighting Truax and Billy Joe Saunders fighting fucking Martin Murray. Dude, I didn't even know Martin Murray was still alive. Okay? I texted my brother and I said, Billy Joe Saunders is fighting Martin Murray. He responded, LMAO, OMG, I thought he was dead. Right? That was a response. Well, yeah, me too. I texted him. Hey, he's fighting Caleb Truax. Caleb Plant is. He's fighting Estocayo. I guess there's not enough room for two Calebs in the same division or something. Right? The loser needs to leave the division match. Caleb versus Caleb. I just got a what? Who? Who the hell's that guy? WTF. Who's that? Canelo's talking to Big Show. Hey, Floyd got in there with the Big Show. I'm not going to lie, man, that Mayweather Big Show fight, that match or whatever, man, it's one of the most entertaining matches I've seen in a long time in WWE. Like Floyd. Hey, Floyd and Big Show put on the show, man. It did. Although Floyd signed up for it, right? He got paid for it. But he didn't take any of the bumps. He had his homeboys take the bumps for him, bro. Big Show like never slammed them, or like he slammed his homeboys. Like he walked out with his entourage. Said, hey, you're gonna take the bumps, bro. You know, he made all those dudes take the bumps. He didn't take any bumps. Floyd took no bumps. He's like, yeah, you're gonna take the bumps, dude. Okay, you're walking around here, follow me around, take the bump. Imagine being Floyd's bodyguard and just tells you, hey man, get on the ring apron, and Big Show's gonna just slam the fuck out of you. You know, because I don't want to get slammed. You know, so you take the bumps. Like fuck. Anybody think Floyd's bodyguard got like a little extra pay for taking the bumps for him? I don't. Hey Floyd, can you give me some money? Well, what do you mean? I'm already paying you. Get the fuck out of here. You're my bodyguard. You're supposed to protect me. Yeah, but it's a show, Floyd. Get over there. You're supposed to take a bullet for me. Who cares you got slammed by the Big Show? Shaq get shit banged. Damn. All right, if Charlo takes out Andre and Triple G, I'm sure the Canelo fight will happen, as well as a big fight that Canelo won't walk away. The fights are going to happen, guys. Canelo's going to unify. He's going to unify. He's not cleaning up his side of the street. He's cleaning up the division. Right? It's going to be a decimation. That's what it's going to be. He's going after the champions. Caleb Plant is trying to hide over there. You know? Caleb Plant is seeking refuge over there in the PBC. Caleb Plant's on his knees, his arms wrapped around Al Heyman's leg and shit. Oh, protect me. Canelo wants to fight me. I need more time to prepare. I need to prepare physically. I need to prepare emotionally. I need to prepare spiritually. I need to prepare mentally and physically. Canelo wants to fight me. Help me, Al. Al. Get the fuck out of here. I was trying to shake him off and shit. Like, hey, get the fuck off of me, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Caleb. I got you. Oh, yeah. That's what we're going to do, Caleb. I'll put you in the ring with Caleb's Truax. Right here. Take a snack, Scooby-Doo. You know, have you seen what Scooby-Doo when I get scared? He jumps on like that one dude's leg and shit. He's like shaking and shit. He's like holding on. That's Caleb Plant, bro. What's Caleb Plant be doing? Right? Ow! Help me out! I try to tell them I'm my own boss, but they're like, why don't you fight anywhere else besides PBC? And I don't know what to say, Al. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll just get a bunch of YouTube channels that just keep repeating the same shit over and over again. Right? People will believe it. Right? There are people that hate, oh, don't worry about it. Logic and reason. Dude, let me tell you something. Some dudes hate Canelo so much they'll believe whatever the fuck comes out of somebody's mouth. As long as it's anti-Canelo. Pugilism. Charlo's name is in the title. He's a boxer. I'm a hardcore boxing channel. It's not like outrageous that his name is being spoken about. What does that even mean? Do we want to do a comparison on which name is Googled more, Charlo or Canelo? Do we really want to do that comparison? Is that your ruler? Is that how you measure if somebody's worth some? If a fighter that only hardcore fight fans know about is being spoken about in a hardcore boxing fans channels chat, that's not a good measuring tool now, okay? A better measuring tool would be the trending, like on social media, right? Canelo was trending number 1 when he fought. Charlo was trending like number 7 or some shit at best. That's a measuring tool. We speak about all fighters here. We speak about Chocolatito, we speak about Estrada, Inoue, Ioka, and the Charlo. We speak about the Charlos, Derenchenko, Jacobs. We speak about everybody, right? There ain't no popularity contest here. Simple as that. That's all I'm saying. Good for Canelo. No, I was just making a point. Fight somebody. Well, what about Charlo? How about this? How about we ask both of them to fight somebody? That's fair, right? Let's ask both Charlo and Canelo to fight somebody. Let's ask both of them. Who's Charlo going to fight? Who's he going to fight? Let's ask both of them. Let's go back. Let's compare the last 3 opponents. Can we do that? Or is that not cool? Or are we allowed to do that? How many champions has Charlo fought at 160 pounds? I'm waiting. Of course, I would like to see a Canelo Charlo fight. Of course. Well, what makes people think like, oh, he's not going to answer this question? Watch. Yeah, yes, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Nobody said the fight's not going to happen. Nobody said that. Canelo's got more miles than Charlo on him. So it's not like he's aging him out. Nobody said it's not a good fight, but it's not the only fight. You understand? There's a lot of fights. I want to see Canelo fight Plant. I want to see Canelo fight Benavidez. I want to see Canelo fight Billy Joe Saunders. All those fights are good fights. And we have fan bases from all ends of the earth claiming Canelo's ducking their guy. Over there in England, oh, Canelo, he don't want this Billy Joe smoke. Some dudes here, oh, Canelo, he don't want that Benavidez smoke. Oh, Canelo, he don't want that Charlo smoke. Canelo, he don't want that Triple G smoke. Oh, Canelo, he don't want that Bivol smoke. Oh, Canelo, he don't want that better beer smoke. Oh, Canelo. Oh, Canelo, he don't want this. He don't want. You can't duck everybody all at once, guys. This isn't Digstown. He can't fight everybody you want him to fight all at once. They're calling him a ducker from everywhere because they all want to fight him. But what are they doing? Look at what Plant's doing. Look at what Billy Joe's doing. Look at what Triple G's doing. Look at these guys. What are they doing? What is Charlo going to do in the meantime? If you can't get the Canelo fight this moment, what are you going to do? Who are you going to fight, dude? You don't get to fight whoever you want and a bum-ass opponent. You don't get to say, well, Canelo gets to do it, so why can't he? That doesn't apply because Canelo's fighting better opposition than you. So it doesn't apply. Fight a champion. And then you could say that, right? That's the only way it's going to equate. That's the only way that will make sense. Fight another champion, and then you could say, right? This is the way it works. Fight another champion, and if somebody criticizes Charlo for fighting that champion, then you could say, well, Canelo is the fight of the champions, so why can't Charlo do it? Then you could say that. Okay? There's options for him. Look, and I've said this a million times. Jermall, but Jermell, I got nothing negative to say about Jermell Charlo. Nothing. At all. He lost a close fight, came back, won. Stopped him. The Harrison fight. Beat Rosario. I think that's a really good win. I got nothing negative to say about Mel. He's one fight away from becoming undisputed. It's time for Jermall. Forget about Canelo. Learn from your brother. Time to unify at 160. Or move up to 168. Make a power move. Beat Caleb Plant. Get that belt. And Canelo has two options. He could either fight you to try and become undisputed, or you're going to make it really difficult for Canelo to explain himself. Well, why that fight's not happening. So it's really simple. It's like Game of Thrones, baby. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. I got no complaints about Jermell. None. Not on this channel. Because he's a bout collector. Because he's unifying. That's why. As simple as that. As Chief Funky put, anybody's welcome to come have a discussion. Because this is how discussions work, right? If I feel 100% one way and you feel 100% another way, and then we have a discussion and we debate and we talk about it, right? At the end of that discussion, maybe none of us will convince the other of anything, right? But I might be just 95% now one way. You could be 95% the other way. right? And those 5% each way transfer over to each side, and it's a little bit more of an understanding. What isn't productive is being stuck in echo chambers and preaching to the choir and listening to the same shit over and over again. And just agreeing because you just don't like Canelo and this, that, and the third. That gets people nowhere. That all that does is create an echo chamber. Chamber. That's all it does. So you could always come on uncensored. You can talk to us. You have a question directly for me, directly for Chief Monkey, and you can talk to us. We just have one rule. Just do what we do and turn on the camera and speak face to face. Simple as that. That's all it is. That's so big. That's the easiest thing to do in the world. That's all it is. If you want to be part of the round table discussion on Thursdays, although those are segmented, so it's not going to go as long, but same rule applies. And you got to have pretty decent audio quality, but that's another story. But the easiest place to arrange it would be Wednesday. And then tonight, Black and Brown's going live tonight. We got Carcino for live. What's up, Carcino? The Bills are going all the way, Carcino. I want you to vote on my poll, my community page. Guys, go to my community page. Vote on my polls. All right? Who's going to win a Super Bowl? The Bills, Chiefs, Buccaneers, or the Packers? All right? Simple as that. Yes, I agree. Canelo is the best right now. No doubt about it. But don't ask Mr. Boxing today, too, because he'll be like, oh, well, you can't fuck with these heavyweights. Pound for pound, bro. Pound for pound. All right? What's going on, Mr. Boxing? By the way, I can't share a link for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I don't know what it is for the poll. But just go to my community page. It's right there. In fact, you know what? Let me do this. Click on that link. And it'll take you to the to go vote in that poll, man. I wonder what you guys think, man. I think the Chiefs will probably be favored to win, but you know, it is what it is. With Charlo Brotherhood, I get Jamal credit for the Debunchenko fight, and I give him credit for the J-Rock wins. That's it. It's not true that nobody gives the Charlos credit. I literally just spoke for like 3 straight minutes about how I give Jamal all types of credit. Okay? Stop judging everybody by what the worst Charlo critics say. Okay? It's a problem we have right now. Heavyweight stand the rest. Welterweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Yeah, a lot of people were not picking Chenko to beat Charlo. Some did, but not a lot. But I give him a win, though, you know? I mean, Bunrich was old, bro, brother. Bunrich. Man, Bunrich, 2015? K9 was so old, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Korobov's okay. I mean, he's all right. Hogan, you know. You guys see how Dennis Hogan walked out to the ring in Charlo? Did you guys see or not? Check it out. Check this out. Check this out. When Dennis Hogan walked out, this is the music he walked out to. I swear to God, guys, this is what he walked out to. Everybody, Dennis Hogan's walking out to the ring. Yo, Dennis Hogan wasn't playing around, guys. Let me just tell you that right now, okay? Yo, he kind of doesn't look like Hulk Hogan's son. Although he's not American, but you know. That's that Dennis Hogan. He fought Hulk Hogan, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Come on, Dennis Hogan. Hey, like, dude, they're giving Canelo shit for fighting Europeans, bro. Like, come on. Canelo's fighting like the best of the best Europeans. Like Dennis Hogan, come on. Now, I'm not saying Bunders wasn't a champion, but they were saying Kovalev was old and washed up. What do you think K9 was? Man, K9 was so washed up. Come on, dude. K9 walked out with like a... He walked out of the ring with like a walker and shit, bro. Just say. I can't give you Dennis Hogan, bro. I'm sorry. No, that was Hulk Hogan's, but Raider. What do you think, Raider? Some dudes out here saying that Canelo is clout chasing plant. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Because he really needs that name. You know what I mean? Well, what can Canelo do without the name Killer Plant? I'm going to end this one soon, guys. Here comes Dennis Hogan! Come on, Hogan! Oh, shit. Hey, did Dennis Hogan walk out with a 2x4? He kind of does look like Jim Duggan. This guy. Brotherhood. Let me ask you a really simple question, bro. Who has a better resume, Canelo or Jamal? A really simple question. Who has a better resume? Like, point blank, period. All bullshit aside, who has a better resume? Who's fought better fighters? No, what I'm asking you is who's fought better fighters, Canelo or Jamal? It really is that simple. Simple question. It's a simple question. The guy that's been fighting for 15 years, of course, that's the guy giving the... Okay, let's just go by the last 10 years. Not 15. That's 10. Charlo turned pro in 2008, bro. Jamal turned pro in 2008. Cinnamon has a better resume. Thank you. They've been fighting the same amount of time, and even you admit it. That you hold Canelo to a higher standard than Charlo. That's what you say. Why is that? Because he's proven more. He's done more. He's accomplished more. Canelo could retire right now. He's a Hall of Famer. First ballot. Easy. If Canelo announced his retirement right now in 2024 Hall of Fame, okay, he would be a Hall of Famer. Over there in New York where they got it. Canelo out of it will be a Hall of Famer. Charlo has been fighting the same amount of years. He's not a Hall of Famer. So all this talk about Canelo needs to do this, Canelo needs to do that. No, Charlo needs to do something. Brian Adams, okay, look, it's whatever to me, but he needs to fight a champion. Dude's ranked in the top 5 of the WBC. Doesn't mean anything to me because there's like 4 or 5 sanctioning bodies. And they don't have, most of the time, they don't have the same names in the top 5. Which tells me if you got 4 sanctioned bodies, you got 5 fighters, that's a top 20. That's all I'm saying. With that said, guys, I do got to get going. Keep it boxing as all. I appreciate everybody keeping it boxing. Snacks B says opportunity. What do you mean opportunity? Hey, look, if Callum Smith is a bum, and then we compare him to the names you're giving me that Jamal's fought, then what makes, like, so what the hell are they? You know what I mean? Like, what, I'm just saying. I don't think Darren Chang can move up to 168 and fuck with Smith. Smith beats him. I'm going to tell you that right now. So it's not like he beat somebody better or something, okay? Just saying. No, I get the opportunity, but he does have opportunities. Where's his opportunity? So at least admit that. At least say, hey, we need you to give him the opportunity. So I appreciate that, right? But we all know that's not the shit that's being said by some channels right now. Okay, it's not. That's just point blank. Period. All these guys want an opportunity. Billy Joe, Plant, Charlo, Triple G wants a third one. Like, you know what I mean? Like Benavidez. But this isn't Dickstown, ladies and gentlemen. We can't line these guys up so Canelo can just fight them all on the same night. Like, we can't do that. Okay? Josh Allen wants the opportunity to play at the Super Bowl. He doesn't just get the Super Bowl. He needs to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to get there. Period. You can't just say, oh, but I want the opportunity. Just give me the opportunity. Well, you got to earn it. You got to do something. You got to stand out. Stand out from the rest of the pack. What are all these guys, all of them, what are they doing to stand out? Waiting in line for an opportunity and just fighting subpar opposition is not making yourself stand out. Say what you want about Callum Smith. He was a champion. He was a ready and available champion. That's what he was. He was the ring champion. He won that belt in a tournament. He was a WBA super champion. If you're going to become undisputed, you need to start somewhere. Canelo has just won a semifinal match. What semifinal matches are these other guys engaging in to try to meet Canelo in the final? What are they doing? That's how it works in sports, folks. That's how it works. You don't just wait around. People don't just get to wait around until they get to play LeBron James in the NBA final. No, you got to get there. Simple as that. Canelo's at 168 pounds. He moved up just like a lot of guys move up. Hey, Snacks, was Shakur Stevenson running from the smoke at 126? Or did he just move up? Jamal Charlo plant, I've been saying it. Let's make the fight. Let's go. Let's do it. Look, if you think, just say, oh, Charlo, Canelo ducked him. Like, if that's going to be his legacy, he's going to be forgotten in the annals of time. Let's just tell you guys right now. No one fighter should be defined by one fighter. What are you doing for your career? Charlo doesn't need Canelo. Look at what he's doing. He's doing great things. What is Charlo doing? Andre's another name I forgot. So let me get this straight. He's ducking Charlo, Andre, Triple G, Billy Joe, Plant. Who am I missing? Benavides. Dude, that's 6 dudes. All right. What are you doing to put yourself in position to stand out from the rest of your comrades? What are you doing? It's time to step up. You can fight Plant. You're both in PBC. No excuses. None. There's no excuse why that fight can happen. No one can give me a logical explanation why Jamal Charlo or Benavides cannot fight Plant next. Nobody. But people want to feel sorry for them. Oh, Benavides. I know he missed weight, but that was his pal. Why did Canelo get to fight for it? Because. All right? For the reason you guys stated, because he's done more, proven more, done more. All right? Charlo's been fighting since 2008. Come on. Charlo's not doing, it does take 2 to make a fight. What about other fights? This narrative that Canelo's scared of Charlo is one of the dumbest things I've heard. I'm sorry. Okay, like it's one of the dumbest things I've heard. It's time for Charlo to just, start fighting some dudes. You've been a pro since 2008. Canelo accomplished more. Like if we stopped like in 2012, he hasn't even caught up to Canelo achievement-wise. Okay? It is time to fight some dudes. Let's see if it's true, right? That there's a reason to fear you. Okay, go, show us, right? Go fuck up Andre or something. Like fuck up some dudes. That's all I'm saying. Simple as that. The brotherhood, he could fight dude. He could fight Andre. That's not a hard fight to make. He could fight Andre. Andre's talked about it. He should have taken the money that was offered to him. People trying to flip the script now. No, it wasn't. It was Canelo. Canelo turned down the money. Like, nah, shut up. Come on now. It's like Haney. Like, oh, no one wants to smoke. And Fortuna's like, I'm right here, bro. Let's go. Haney's acting like the chick that lost a lot of weight. And now dudes are paying attention to her, right? She's like, no, you didn't want anything to do with me when I was fat, so I don't want anything to do with you now, okay? Like that's fucking Haney right now and shit, dude. Like, hey, well, how about the Lomachenko fight? I don't know. I mean, does he deserve to fight me? I don't think he should be able to fight me. I don't know. I'm going to be a mean girl. Fortuna wanted nothing to do with me, a couple years ago, but all of a sudden he wants to fight me. But nobody wants to fight you. Let's say it was true 2 years ago. Right now, some dudes are calling you out. Do the fight, dude. Let's get it going. Like at first, Canelo wasn't fighting guys like Trout. Okay, he was fighting Cintrons and shit like that. And what happened? People say, "Yo, it's time for you to fight some of these young guns in your division, your peers." What did he do? He fought Trout. He didn't, you know what I mean? You didn't hear Trout say, "I don't know." I mean, Canelo wasn't paying attention to me. He was going out with Cintron, those girls up there. You know, so I didn't get the fuck out of here, dude. You know, there is guys that want to fight you. It may not be the guy, but there is guys that want to fight you. Shut up, 92 Aku. Ain't nobody care what you got to say about UFC, bro. Conor McGregor's fighting a dude he knocked out in the first round. If a boxer did that, like, we wouldn't hit the end of it. The UFC, well, we make any fight seem like it's a big deal. Get the fuck out of here. What's up, Chris M? Conor McGregor and that, what's this dude's name? Poirier. It's not even that good of a fight. All right? On paper, anyway. I was being a hater. It's all good. But I'm going to watch it, though. I'm going to watch the fight. Yeah, Bill Haney on the Boxing Voice said, okay, let's do it. Is what he said about the Fortuna fight. So do it. You know what I mean? He's fighting a guy 6 years later, and they both have elevated fighting styles. It's just John. Guido, Bill Haney is all talk. Man, Bill Haney says different things depending on whose stream he's on. Like, it's insane, dude. Okay? One stream, oh no, go get that bag in Australia. The next stream, oh, there's no fans in Australia. Like I can't make the dude out. Like, Chris Sam, hell no. You see, like one promotion entity in boxing making all in-house fights. Well, and I 2 AK just wants to shit on boxing, bro. Look at this. Hey, who do you guys got? Who do you guys got, by the way? You got the Bills or the Chiefs? Really quick, who do you got? By the way, man, all this is just boxing talk, man. And look, I'm not here to take anything personal, right? And I hope no one is taking it personal. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's all boxing talk, grown man talk. That's all this is. All right. Notice the Chiefs are winning the poll. God damn. Kevin says the Bills. A-Rod says the Chiefs. Two different sports, two different models. I got you, Apple Tap. Yeah. Bill Haney chasing that bag, bro. You see Bill Haney, like the way he was talking to Gary Russell, you know? He was like, come on, sign. You know, just sign. And then you got to sign the Haney Promotions. Like, what type of a stupid deal is that? Like, in order for you to fight my son, you have to agree to sign with Haney Promotions. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's dumb. That's just like Al Heyman offering Canelo to fight Plant, but it's got to fight a 3-fight deal. It's just as dumb. Okay? And then, like, towards the end, he was really begging. He was like, come on, man, we got to make the fight happen. Come on. Let's do it. And they had to fight Ken Bull. Well, get the fuck out of here. I can't make Mahomes after the last concussion. Well, according to Adam Schefter, who's like the main NFL, he's saying that Mahomes feels fine. But I don't think it's the concussion. I think it's the toe. All right. I love it because Mahomes can't move around like he usually moves around. You know what I mean? Now, even with limited mobility, Mahomes is still good. He's really good. Okay. And he's got a electric arm, but a lot of people have not seen Josh Allen play. I can promise you that. They've seen highlights of him, but how many people sit down and watch a Buffalo Bill game? Like, you know what I mean? I've seen Josh Allen like really improve a lot, and he's got a cannon of an arm. And then with Diggs, dude, let me tell you something. It's gonna be a shootout. I think we have an excellent chance because they can't double team Diggs, right? And if they do, they got to put their best corner like on somebody else, man. Like I think John Brown's going to be healthy. McKenzie's good. Dude, the only thing missing in this team is like like nowadays you need like a really good tight end. Okay, Kelsey's a really good tight end. We have Knox. He's okay, but that's all we need. You don't know shit about football. All right. The Bills also, yes, they need to run it more. Like they came out shotgun. It was like windy and shit, and they come out like shotgun. You know? Yo, it's windy. The kickers can't even make field goals. They go shotgun. He starts throwing the ball downfield. That was stupid. Brother, I had Stephon Diggs, and I also had, believe it or not, I had Demetrius Hopkins too. So those were my two receivers. And take Bills by a half a point to make it 3.5 points. Damn. It might come down. I have a feeling like that game's going to come down to like a field goal or like a goal line stop. It's going to come down to that. And I like the Bills if they're in the goal line. I really do. So, hey. And then you got the old dudes over on the other side. Got Tom Brady in the Bucks, and Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay. Man, who you guys got in that game? I got Green Bay. It's a Lambeau. It's gonna be fucking cold as a motherfucker. Man, Tampa Bay. Man, they're playing in a division where it's like you know what I mean? Like it's all shiny over there in Tampa. You know what I mean? Like it's Green Bay, not Tampa Bay. So, and I also think Rodgers is having one of his best seasons ever. So. Man. If the Chiefs and the Packers go to the Super Bowl, I know Carcino's going to be talking about the State Farm conspiracy, but so I look forward to that. But I think the Bills should win. And if they want to see a young gun and Allen against the old sheriff and Rodgers in the Super Bowl, man, that'll be beautiful. Yeah, Brady is in the wrong bay. And Brady's not even playing that good. Like he's playing okay, but he's not playing that good. Like if you listen to ESPN and all that, and you don't watch the game, they will make you think like, oh, Brady, he brings something to like I'm not saying he's not playing good, but it's not the same Brady, bro. Like you just like with the weapons this motherfucker had, like give Aaron Rodgers like these weapons, nobody would stop him. Dude. Like if Allen had all those weapons, like Brady's playing average with like an amazing arsenal, like Brady has all the cheat codes at offense, and he's still like struggling to score. Like like he's got the cheat code. He's got like the. I'm telling you, like this is crazy. But he's got what he's got, though. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We know he's not going to be nervous, so Refgate. I don't know, Brotherhood. I don't even think the refs could save him, man. They did. They do have that win over Tampa, but I just say it's a different ball game here, man. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody coming on. Make sure you go vote on the poll and all that good stuff. This is DStyleBoxing. Subscribe to Chief Funky Boxing. That's Chief Funky 84 on YouTube. All right. In fact, let me try this. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Everybody click on that link. All right. And if you're not subscribed to Chief Funky, click on it and subscribe and then hit that bell button so you're notified when, we go live and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So right now, Chief Funky is 521. Okay. We're climbing up there. You know what I mean? So go ahead and sub to Chief Funky. And the links will be available on uncensored. So we could have that discussion about Canelo if you want. Also, Black and Brown will be live tonight. So you guys can also go there as well. So shout out to Black and Brown Boxing. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.